ليه راح عندك الانترنت؟
يس أستاذ.
بروبلم الانترنت بلبنان.
عن جد.
وجيرو انت ولا؟
ايه وجيرو التعتير بس.
ما انا وجيرو كمان تعتير.
كل مرة مندق منقول يزبط ما بيزبط أستاذ.
هاي ستيز.
هاي كيفك أليس؟
فاين يو.
فاين اشتقنا لك.
أنا أكتر.
يا أستاذ أهلا هيكاز. Okay, let's start. Still we have part F. Calculate the area of the domain limited by C, D, and the lines x equal 1 and x equal 2. The area limited between C and D, the lines x equal 1 and x equal 2. X equal 1, this is x equal 1. X equal 2. Okay, the area between a curve and a line. نلاحظ هون إنه الكيرف we are going to calculate this area. We notice that the area or the curve is above the line. So the area هي integral. The area is the integral from 1 to 2 fx minus yd dx equal 1 let 2 ln x over x dx. نرجع بنقول للlife science only you have one method is the method of substitution. We take ln x equal u. Derivative ln u is 1 over x dx, then dx equal x du. Dx equal x du. We change the bounds. For x equal 1, u equal ln 1, which is 0. For x equal 2, u equals ln 2, we leave it ln 2. So area equals, 1 is changed to 0, 2 is changed to ln 2, ln x is called u, x is x, x du. Then it will be u to the power 1 du, it is equal u squared over 2 between 0 and ln 2. First time we replace u by ln 2, see ln squared 2 over 2 square units of area.
This is all for today, Mustaz.
No, so بنعمل revision. Still we have about بيطلعوش 10 days بعد school days.
خلصنا هي exercise.
شي 10
Except
ستيز.
10. هيدا الويك بعد في tomorrow Wednesday. Next week 5 days. الويك اللي بعده 3 days. 5 و 3 8 9 days بعد فيه.
بس 9 days عندنا مراجعة.
Yes.
بس فيني اكتب اخر شي هون بالاف.
You can.
Don't.
Problem 3. Let f be a function defined over 0 plus infinity by fx equals half x squared into 3 minus 2 ln x plus 1. Its representative curve in an orthonormal system OIJ. C is the representative curve unit 2 centimeters. Determine the limit لل fx as x tends to 0. Let's replace x by 0 and see what happens. So limit as x tends to 0 plus of fx equals 0 into 3 plus infinity. This one, then 0 is minus infinity. This one becomes plus infinity. 0 plus infinity is indeterminate. We change the form. We change the form. Changing the form is limit as x tends to 0 plus of fx equals, we expand, it becomes 3 over 2x squared minus 2x squared ln x plus 1. لا not 2 هيدس بدون 2 minus x squared ln x plus 1. We have a property that says limit as x tends to 0, limit as x tends to 0 of x ln x is 0. So this property here, if we replace x by 0, this one becomes 0, 0, 1. So limit as x tends to 0 plus, we get 1. Then the point 0, 1 is a limiting point.
بس هون شو بالاورانج كاتب؟
When هون
Yes هون.
ما فيش nothing. Limiting point in a point is not included in the curve. We don't have an oblique asymptote or vertical or horizontal. We call it a limiting point. So limit as x tends to 0 طلع معنا 0 into 3 plus infinity. 0 times infinity is indeterminate. We change the form. We expand. Then we replace x by 0. We get 1. Limit as x tends to plus infinity. This one, our first one becomes plus infinity. 3 minus infinity. Let's see, infinity times minus infinity, it is equal minus infinity. So then infinity is infinity multiplied by minus minus infinity. x squared plus infinity. So infinity into minus infinity is indeterminate form. It is equal minus infinity. Hi, Kaz, it is done?
Yes.
Calculate f prime x and draw the table of variations of f. Calculate f prime x and set up the table of variations. So f prime x, it is of the form u dot v. U prime is 2x times 2 times half is x. U prime is x into 3 minus 2 ln x minus v prime, derivative ln x is 1 over x multiplied by minus 2 over x times half x squared plus derivative ln 1 is 0. So this is u prime v minus v prime u. Expand 3x minus 2x, expand 3x minus 2x ln x, 2 and 2 minus x equals 2x minus 2x ln x. So we take 2x common into 1 minus ln x.
استاذ بس دي في شوف اللي فوق. given equation.
هذا ال given.
يعني هون شو عملنا هلا بالديريفاتيف؟ 2
هيدا
بينزل
يو،
لتحت.
هيدا يو، يو برايم 2 بينزل لتحت بصير x.
Yes.
ال v برايم derivative لن x هي 1 over x يعني بصير minus 2 over x times half x squared. اوكي مش الحل؟ done؟
Yes.
So after taking x common or 2x common into 1 minus ln x, we solve f prime x equal to 0, 2x equal to 0, x equals 0 rejected, it is not in the domain. 1 minus ln x equal to 0, ln x equal 1. Because once again here we say x equals e to the 1. I remove ln, x equal e to the 1. So f prime x, fx, domain is 0 lal plus infinity. I put here e, f prime x, e. So to determine the sign, if I take a value like 1 and I replace it in the derivative, if I put instead of x1, see 2 times 1, 2, 1 minus ln 1 is 1. So 2 times 1 is positive. So here it is positive. Here it is negative. Increasing, decreasing. Al plus infinity, we get limit minus infinity. While 0, we get 1. 0, we get 1. So f of E is 4.69. It is done.
Yes.
Thomas, it is done.
أستاذ ما عم بكتب أنا.
Okay. Once again, how to show the equation fx equal to 0 admits unique root alpha and alpha between 4.6 and 4.7. بنقول f continuous ومونوتون، بنجيب ال f of 4.6 وال f of 4.7. One of them is negative and the other is positive. Over 4.6, 4.7 اللي هن greater than E, f is continuous and strictly decreasing. من التيبل ال 4.6 بيجي بعد ال E هون. ال f is decreasing. f is continuous and decreasing. f of 4.6 is 0.488, which is positive. f of 4.7 is minus 0.05, which is negative. So fx equals 0 has one root alpha belongs to 4.6, 4.7. F is continuous, decreasing. F of 4.6 positive, F of 4.7 negative. Part 2. Part 2, write the equation of the tangent to C at the point of abscissa 1. Simple هذا البارت. Write the equation of the tangent T to C at the point of abscissa 1. The equation of the tangent is for XA equal 1, YA equals half half into 3 minus 0 plus 1 equal 5 over 2. The slope هو derivative f prime of 1 equals 2. Then the equation of the tangent is y minus ya, which is 5 over 2, equals slope, which is 2, into x minus xa, which is 1. We get the tangent y equal 2x plus half. Part 3. Let g be the function defined over 0 plus infinity. Gx هي fx minus 2x minus half. This is the equation of the tangent. نطلع بهذا البارت. Study the variations of g prime. Study the not of g. Study the variations of g prime and show that g prime x is negative.
يعني بدنا نجيب G double prime.
نجيب G double prime. Study the variations of G prime. So G prime, this is Gx, fx minus 2x minus half. G prime x is derivative للf هي f prime x minus 2. F prime x is 2x into 1 minus ln x minus 2 minus 2. So gx هي fx minus 2x minus half. Derivative للg هي f prime x minus 2. Then we get 2x into 1 minus ln x. Second derivative g double prime of x equal u dot v. This one is u dot v. U prime is 2 times v is 1 minus ln x plus v prime is minus 1 over x times 2x. Derivative of 2 is 0. 2 minus 2 ln x minus x مع x minus 2, we get minus 2 ln x. Now we solve g double, هيدا مش نيجاتيف، مش بنحطه نيجاتيف هون. g double prime x negative equal to 0 يعني ln x equal to 0 يعني x equal 1. Second derivative is 0. ln x انتبه مش positive على طول. It takes
Still.
positive and negative values. Yes.
في اوقات كنا عم نحد دغري انه نيجاتيف يعني decreasing او بوزيتيف يعني increasing
إذا كان
من دون ما نجيب هيدا الاكس equals to.
ما لا، إذا بتلاحظ بالprevious exercise كان عندنا derivative minus 2x minus 1 over x. هيدا it is clear for x positive هيدا negative يعني ما بناخده equal to 0. وإذا أخذنا equal 0 بيطلع عندنا no solution.
يعني دغري فينا نحدد decreasing.
Yes إذا بنعرف إنه الساين yes إذا كان في x only بنعرف الساين، بس 2 ln x ما بنعرف الساين أو minus 2 ln x ما بنعرف الساين. We have to solve it equal to 0. تطلع ال x equal 1.
أستاذ بس كل مرة بقابل الآن بيصير بوزيتيف.
لا يا زلمة مش ln positive. ln إذا أخذت ln 0.5 بيطلع negative. يعني ln is positive if x
positive.
if x greater than 1. ln positive if x greater than 1.
أوكي.
يعني إذا فوق هو عدل bound إنه from 1 to plus infinity هون فينا دغري نحط إنه
negative. So g w prime x equal to 0 implies ln x equal to 0, x equal 1. Sign table x g w prime x g prime x. To know the sign, if I take a number greater than 1 like e, is I replace e here, minus 2 ln e بيطلع negative here, positive. So it is increasing then decreasing. How to know if that g prime x is always negative? How to know, how to predict that g prime x is negative?
from 1 to plus infinity is negative.
Why g prime x مش g double prime? Why g prime x is negative? Yes, any answer?
Decreasing.
What is the maximum? What is the maximum here? Maximum g prime?
0.
0. G prime of 1 is 0. Maximum g prime x equal to 0. It means that g prime x greater or equal, it is not greater, it is less than or equal to 0 for all x belongs to 0 plus infinity. This is negative. So g prime x is less than or equal to 0 for every x belongs to 0 plus infinity.
أستاذ هذا كل مرة if x is greater than 1 add and positive.
Yes. Study the variations of G. Study the variations of G and deduce the position of C with respect to D. How to study the variations of G? يعني شو بدنا نعمل هون وقت قلنا study the variations of G؟
G prime. نجيب G prime.
G prime. جبنا ال G prime. We prove that G prime X is negative مش هيك؟
إيه يعني الدغري decreasing.
G prime X domain is 0 plus infinity. It is decreasing. At 0 it is half. G of 0 half. It is decreasing. It is negative. Yes. شو هي كاز؟ هي كاز, what's the question? G prime X is
أستاذ
negative.
راح صوتك شوي.
Okay. G prime X is negative. So it is decreasing. We determine the limits. Limit as X tends to 0 أو بيعطيني limit as X tends to 0 بتعطيني limit as 0 minus half بيعطيني 1 minus half equal half. هلا how to study the position between the curve? What's the sign of gx? Who can tell me about the sign of gx? What is the sign of gx? بنلاحظ here between 0 and 1 G is decreasing من half ل 0. What will be the sign? Positive. From 1 till plus infinity, G is decreasing from 0 to minus infinity. The sign of G is negative. So here X
أستاذ
0.
صوتك عم بيقطش كتير ما عم بفهم.
1 second.
Yes, there's
1 second. اوكي كيف صار الصوت هلا؟ احسن ولا بعده عم يقطش؟
عم بيقطش.
بعده عم يقطش؟
لا هلا صار.
Okay. After we proved that G prime X is negative, عم قلنا study the variations of G. This is the variation of G. على 0 half على plus infinity تطلع minus infinity. We're not noticing that Gx هي fx minus y of the tangent. Gx هي fx minus y of the tangent. So على 1 عم تكون 0. gx على ال1 عم تكون 0. Between 0 and 1, g is decreasing from half to 0, and it is positive. Between 1 and plus infinity, g is decreasing from 0 to minus infinity, and gx is negative. Here I say c is above the tangent. C is above the tangent since it is positive here. Here is C is below the tangent. Part C.
استاذ صوت
trace
الأبيض. فينا نكمل بكرة.
trace بس لأرسم هذا الجراف. Trace C and T. This is the x-axis. The y-axis. This is the point of tangency 1. Equation of the tangent is 2x plus half. 2x plus half is an x0 تعطيني half is an x1 5/2. So tangent is 0 half and 1 5/2. 1 5/2. You draw the tangent. This is the point of tangency. This is A. بالfunction, the maximum is E 4.69. 2.7. This is the maximum. 2.7. 4.69. تقريبا 5. This is 4.69. The point of tangency. This is alpha, where the curve cuts. Now, the curve has a limiting point 0, 1. The curve starts at 0, 1. بيعمل tangent to the curve at A, tangent from each side, tangent from this side and tangent from that side, till the maximum. Then it decreases to minus infinity. This is alpha. Alpha was between 4.6 and 4.7. Alpha between is 4.6 or 4.7. This is alpha. Also, you can take, as usual, as much as possible particular points.
استاذ طلع ماكسيموم 4 عندي 2.24.
Maximum above the line.
above the curve.
هذا الماكسيموم هو 2.7 4.69. Okay, this is all for today. We'll continue tomorrow.
استاذ حتى البي دي اف اليوم تبع
اوكي بعد شي ساعة بيكونوا عندك البي دي اف. افتر 1 اور بيكون
أوكي.
عندك البي دي.
يلا
يلا باي ستيز.
باي باي
باي
باي باي
باي.
باي بايز.